So we're going to mix up some paint, some gray paint on those, so that we can do the top of the can. So things that I need some black, because there's a little bit of black in there. We see in the opening, so I'll probably need a little bit of black. Okay, that was an easy one to mix, huh? That was the easiest mix we've made so far. And here, this is going to be the second easiest mix I've made so far, because I do need some white. So here we go. Let's see if we can squeeze out some white here. Wow, that was one of the easiest mixes I've ever made. Right there, some white. And I have more white in here that I'm going to need. And I'm going to need some light gray. I think I just ran out of paint in that tube. So when you run out of paint, throw it away. On those. Okay, let's do this. Now here's some more white. More white. Okay, because we always start out with white first, right? You start out with white and then we add the dark to it on that. And sometimes we add a little bit more, sometimes we add a little bit less. Okay, I'm going to take a clump. Let's see what we can mix up here. So this should be a dark gray. No, this paint's a little more creamy. Well, first when we started mixing it together, I was looking at it and say, wow, that's going to be just perfect. But look, that's turning into our middle gray, huh? Needs to go just a little bit darker. It's not blending in. So how are we going to make it darker? We're going to get some more juice. Let's mix some more stuff up into it. Yep, there we go. That's going darker now, huh? And it looks to be, it's really cool when you have, I'm mixing up the gray, right? So I have various blacks and white, and I have a black and white, palette, and it's really easy to see. Sometimes when you have like a color, you're mixing up a blue or something like that, you're like, is that dark enough? Is that shade dark? And you can't tell very well. You can sure see it really well in this. Okay, so I have just some leftover goop on my palette knife, and I'm going to mix it in with this. Let's see how well that does. Usually it's enough to get it started, but I might need to go fetch a little bit more. Not quite dark enough for that value, huh? I did notice one of the whites, was a little bit more oily, a little more liquidy. Okay, let's snatch up some of this. I don't want to go too dark. Let's try something about that much. Let's see what that does. Oh, just a little bit more. Man, I thought I had it. But I do need just a little bit more. A little bit more. So I'm going to scrape up just a touch. Just a wee bit. A wee bit. A wee bit more. How's that grab you? Yeah, me too. Now here's the interesting one. I usually find that when I'm trying to make my light value here, so I have my just what's on the in from my, I kind of squeegeed off as much as I can on this one here, and I'm just going to take whatever on the knife right here and mix this in and see what happens. With light colors, a lot of times you don't need much more than that. Whatever was left on your palette from what you're mixing in your other color. Look at all that goop there. Let's mix it together so we can see what happens. And really, that's about it. Right? Just a little bit of extra from what was there before will give you my light. We'll get the lightest value that's in there. Okay, so I have me some solid grays in there. I need a little more black though. I almost ran out of my black here. I don't need that much more. There's not that much black on there. Oh no. Okay. But I do need a brush. I don't have any brushes, so I'll do that. But there it is. They're mixed up. Let's kind of move it to the side so you can kind of see it. They had that reflection there. But look, it all just blends right into the background of the palette, just like it's supposed to. And so we're ready to go up here. So for the class, I'm just going to paint from here and then eventually clean that up. That was pretty fast. 5 minutes to mix.